welcome to my channel. So we got season 2 episode 4 of Love Island Games. Let's get into it. I'm going to talk about the highlights of this episode. It had a few things going on between, Andina and Chris and their coupling. So Tyreek out of nowhere went and told Chris that he kissed KK. Now, he claimed that he just wanted to get it off his chest, but you should have got it off your chest with Andina first and at least talk to KK, let her know that you were going to tell somebody. KK did already tell Andrea, but that's just her and her girl talking, not the actual person in the whole scenario. So I think Tyreek kind of did that, to be messy. And if that's the case, Tyreek, I don't know what you got going on. You got some flip-flop. You kind of flip-floppy. Your mood swings are over here and over there. I don't know what you got going on. Okay. But yeah, so Tyreek tells Chris. Chris is like, "Oh, thank you, my guy, for telling me." KK didn't even tell me. So now Chris is feeling some type of way about KK. Anyway, so Chris ends up telling Andina as well that, hey, did you know? I'm sure you don't know, but Tyreek and KK kissed. So he didn't even tell Andina yet, and KK didn't get a chance to tell both of them. And I don't know when or if she was even gonna tell anybody. So she said she was, but it didn't seem like it because it was taking a minute. Okay, but KK still didn't tell Chris. Chris ended up bringing it up to KK like, hey, I know you guys kissed. And KK was like, yeah, I'm sorry you found out from someone else. She was annoyed that Tyreek told him before she got a chance to tell him, which I understand that part, but she should have told him. I don't know why she was waiting so long to do so, but she claimed she wanted to have like a more of a conversation. But you've been having a conversation with him. It should have came about. Y'all all single. It shouldn't matter. It's all about communication, and that's basically what Chris was saying. And Andina actually pulls Tyreek to the side like, hey, so I heard you, kiss KK in the bathroom after my duel with Lucinda. And he was like, yeah, he did apologize because, that was kind of a wrong time for him to be, kissing somebody. But he said basically, like, it just happened. He didn't plan on it happening. But Andina was not trying to hear all of that. She was just focused on, hey, that was my most vulnerable time. I cried on your shoulders and everything. And then this is what you do? She's like, how can I, be with somebody like that, basically? And he was like, oh, we're not together. But when I'm with somebody, I'm loyal. She was like, I'm done. And then she was just walked off. So, I mean, I kind of get both points. I get both points because they aren't together. Unfortunately, it did happen when it was her lowest moment in the villa thus far. But he's a guy who just is out here flirting and stuff, so he's not really paying too much attention to that. So he kind of just fell in the moment. But they're still not together. So I get both points of view. Ultimately, it seems like they're just not gonna work out. So there's that. Alright, so another thing that happened in this episode is Isaiah and Nicola. Okay, so they're happy. They seem to be like a good team. They work good together when they had to do that heartbreaker challenge, and they actually came out on top. So they're happy as a team. Now, Nicola, I think she was open to the idea of them being more than just teammates, maybe more romantic. But Isaiah kind of just told her that he doesn't see like a romantic connection, so he doesn't like want to lead her on or anything like that. She took it very well. I hope she does find somebody because she seems like a cool lady. So hope she does end up finding someone. But she was cool about it. She was like, hey, that's fine. Thank you for telling me, basically. And she's like, if I could just have a good teammate to win the money with, she's straight. And I agree 100%. Get your quarter of $1 million, okay? Alright, so that happened there. Also, we got Josh and Andrea basically, talking about each other. They're always talking about, we're so well-rounded. We're a great team. Like, always just hyping each other up, which is good, but it's like, do you have anything else to talk about? But so far, it is what it is with that. All right, then we got Kendall and Garby. Now Kendall and Garby, Kendall got his mind on the game because instead of these little talks, he's like, let us get to know each other, because he already know later on, probably in the games, couple games, is gonna be, how well do you know your partner? Okay, so he started early. I told you, Kendall's here for the red. Now he does seemingly have a good connection with Garby. I hope it's real and true. I don't know when my voice did that, but I hope it's real and true. And only he and she knows that. But so they're basically trying to get to know a little bit about each other. In this conversation, we find out again that basically Garby is still a virgin. Shout out to you, Garby girl. Yes, good job. The V card, she got it. Now a lot of people got that thing left. So yes. Keep it as long as you can. I know she's saying she's not doing it necessarily for marriage or anything like that. It's more so she hasn't found anyone. But save it for marriage, girl. Yes, to be locked in and secured. Okay. But that happened there. We found out her favorite snack is a corn dog or something like that. And Kendall was, oh my gosh, it's the worst. But they're cute. They're having fun and things like that. So hopefully they're on the same page, basically. Now, returning is Mr. Toby from last season, and he basically has to couple up with somebody, and he chooses to couple up with Andrea. Poor Josh. Okay, so he knew this was coming. He knew he got a fly lady, both physically and she's also a good competitor. So he knew having her, a lot of people might steal her and things like that. So they're just both annoyed because they're always hyping each other up and being excited to be in a couple, and they can never really be a couple to compete together. So it's a frustrating situation. So he couples up with Andrea, so that leaves Josh basically with Justine because she was single. And this is just in time for the first couples game, season 4, and we're at the first couples game, people. There's a lot of drama in other games, so I guess. Alright, so this game is football themed, and they're separated in 2 groups of 4, since I think it's 8 couples, and they have 4 heats in the game, 2 rounds per group. In the first group, KK and Chris just dominated. They killed it. KK didn't come to play. Chris didn't come to play. They did a great job, so they came out on top on both of their rounds. And then the second group, for the first round, Justine and Josh won. And the second round, Soline and Mert won. And Mert, they're hilarious. They're hilarious. I know they're just a friendship couple for now, and that's because of Mert. And that's unfortunate because Soline is pretty and she's fun and stuff like that. And they seem to have fun together. Just a funny, they both have accents and things like that from different places. So it's just a cute, funny dynamic that they have. So it's unfortunate that he doesn't see a romantic connection. He's stuck behind Lucinda, who don't even know if she like him. So, besides the kiss that they had last episode. So, yeah. There's that. And Mert basically was trying to take, they had to move tires and stuff so the ladies could walk, have a pathway to walk on, in that little football game. And Mert kept stealing other people's tires, especially Johnny. Kept messing with Johnny, and Johnny's like, you ain't gonna take this tire from me, So that was fun. That was cute. A little sabotage and things like that, what games sometimes have. So it's funny that they have it on Love Island too. The games. And then, so there was that. After the game, I wanted to mention too, in the game with Soline and Merritt. Soline, she didn't come to play. She didn't come to play. Merritt was taking his time, trying to sabotage other people. She's like, hey, don't forget about me. Come here, help me out, And she was like, F that. She started helping herself out. She's like, you gonna help me? I'm gonna help me. And the reason they won the second round is basically because she was kind of doing it herself. Because Mert, I don't know what he got going on the first round. But yeah, so there was that. After the game, they read the results. In the first group, of course, KK and Chris won. And also in the first group, because there was 2 winners in each group, KK and Chris, and also Garby and Kendall. For the second group, we had Justine and Josh, and Josh, and Soline and Mert who won. Okay, so those were the 4 couples who won. But overall, the winning couple was Chris and KK, so AKA the power couple. And they had a big decision for being a power couple. They had to choose from the safe couples who would become vulnerable, and they chose Mert and Soline, supposedly because they're just a friendship couple. But really, as KK and Chris were talking, it's because like it was a better chance that they may go home, and so they want to have someone staying in a villa that would be against them for voting them. So I thought that was a smart move, smart play overall. So shout out to KK and Chris for that one. And it's unfortunate for Mert and Soline that they are also now vulnerable with the other couples. So all the vulnerable couples are Mert, Soline, Isaiah, Nicola, Johnny, Andrina, and Tyreek and Lucinda. So I don't know, it's up to America, it's up to y'all. I don't know if y'all vote. I don't have enough space in my phone to be downloading this app and doing all those things. Now, if I do get more traction in this channel, I will have no choice but to download it. But right now, you ain't getting no votes for me, Love Island Games. Okay? But I'm trying to think, like, who's possibly going home out of these couples? Because most likely they're gonna come down to like maybe 2 couples, and then the Islanders might have to pick from those 2 who to stay, who to go. It could be Mert and Soline going home, man. It could be, but we'll just have to wait and see. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. And I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a good afternoon, good morning, or good night, depending on where you're at and what time zone you're watching this from. And see you next time. Peace out.
It's alright.